Okay. Good morning. So this morning we went for our very early long walk. The moon was enormous. It was big. And it was so bright. It looked like I could reach up and touch it. And I couldn't help but feel the strength, the power of the moon. And it turns out that today, December 1st, is the first full moon of December. We will have two of them. And I thought about how that brightness lit a path. And so we have this very positive, very beautiful idea of two moons, two full moons in the month that ends a year we're all happy to see go away, and to lead us on a path with all this extra light into the new year. So that felt like such a good thing. And in Indian tradition, yesterday happened to be a lunar eclipse. And this particular lunar eclipse signified Lord Shiva destroying three celestial cities. So these cities up in the heavens. And he took his arrow and he pulled on his arrow, and when the three cities were aligned, he let it go, and his arrow pierced all three of them and destroyed everything. Now, what's important is that those three celestial cities were filled with demons and evil. And so he destroyed the evil and the demons for earth, for those of us on this earth, and for the other celestial cities. So, and Shiva is the first yogi. So I like that story. All right. So obviously we're going to do a moon salutation today, right? I mean, a lunar eclipse and then a full moon. Cannot do it. All right. So let's begin by closing our eyes and coming inside. Take a deep breath. And let it go. With every breath that you take in, think about this illuminated path that is a gift to us. And when you exhale, feel that you're letting go, letting everything go behind you that has tortured 2020. Yeah, let it all go. Let it go. And breathe. Feel new illuminated life as you breathe in, and let go of everything we no longer need when you exhale. Return to your natural rhythm of breathing. and slowly open your eyes. We're going to begin our asana practice in child's pose. So if you like to use a blanket, set it on your mat and come into your favorite child's pose, your position in this pose of the child. Notice how introspective this is. Notice it is dark. It is dark. Outstretch your right arm long over your head on the mat. Come onto your right fingertips and look under your right arm to see the light, to see the illumination. Place the palm of your hand as you turn back to center. Place your hand down and reach out with your left. 2 arms overhead. Come onto your left fingertips. Look under. So you're coming down to look under your left arm to see more light. 2 full moons. Come back to center. Place both your hands flat on the mat. Lift your hips and slowly let your hips come forward. Let your legs slide back behind you and send your heart between your arms. Inhale and then exhale. Send your hips back to your heels. Don't go all the way. We're going to come back forward again. So just pause here for a moment. And then on an inhale, you're coming forward again, stretching your back, stretching the backs of your legs. Feel the stretch. Inhale and then exhale. Send your hips back, but not all the way. They're going to stop right over your knees, and you're going to slide your hands back, and you're going to come to stand on your knees. Okay. You're going to open your arms wide, gathering up all that lunar energy and bring it down to your heart. Inhale, gather. Exhale to your heart. Inhale and exhale. Right hand on right hip, left arm alongside left ear. Reach to the right with your left arm. I am obviously not mirroring you. And feel the stretch in your underarm, your left ribs, all the way down to your knee. Inhale, both arms up alongside your ears. Bring your left hand to your left hip. Right arm goes to the left. Your whole right side body curves. Inhale both arms and let your arms fall alongside your body. You're going to bring both hands to your hips. Take a breath and then exhale to the right. Pelvis pointing forward. Inhale to center. Exhale, other side. Inhale to center. All right. Release your arms. Send your right ear to your right shoulder. Send your chin down towards your shoulder, across your neck. Over the opposite shoulder, send your nose to the sky. Bring your nose down. Your chin makes a line from shoulder across your neck to the opposite shoulder. Your nose goes to the ceiling. Keep doing this at your own pace, making these half moons with your nose. And the next time you're looking up over your left shoulder, pause, and then bring your head back down to neutral and turn it to center. Okay, excellent. All right. So we're going to stretch our legs now, right? So you can put your hands to the mat, send your right leg forward and come back up onto your left leg. So your left leg is supporting you. Your hips are over that knee. You're going to walk your right foot away. You're going to bring your hands to the back of your hips. The heels of your hands at your back waist, your fingers pointing down. Inhale, exhale, slide forward gently, slowly. Inhale, come back up to stand on your knee. Inhale, exhale, slide forward. Inhale. Once more, exhale, slide forward. Bring your hands down onto the mat inside your leg. Place your hands so that you feel secure. Send your right leg back where it was. You can slide it too, right? Okay. Everybody good? Yeah. All right. Step your left leg forward and slide it forward. Remember, your weight is basically over your right knee. Bring the heels of your hands to your lower back. Walk your toes away a little bit more. Inhale, exhale, slide forward. Feel the stretch in your opposite leg. Feel your quadricep muscles stretching. Inhale, back up. Exhale, slide forward. Inhale. One more time. Exhale. Hands come inside your leg and step your left leg back and come back up onto your knees. All right, good. So we're going to try a gate pose. So when a gate opens up, and great symbol for the new year, right, coming up. So step your right leg away from you. So take your time, get your right leg out. Let your toes point away. You're going to place your right hand inside your right leg. And you're going to just slide your hand down as far as it can go. Left arm comes up alongside your ear, pointing to the sky, fingers pointing to the sky. Any amount, you go down any amount that's comfortable for you. You can place your hand on your shin or your thigh, and then bring both arms up to center and slide your leg back under you. All right, let's do that on the other side. Your left leg, all right, lift it, walk it away, straighten it. You know, if you have knee issues, then keep it bent a little bit. Yeah. Toes are pointing away from you. You're going to place the back of your hand inside your leg. Make sure your shoulders are square. I should have said that before. All right, this time let's start with our right arm up. As you slide your hand down your leg, again, you can place your hand on your shin or wherever it lands. This time, look up at your right hand, the fingers that are pointing to the sky. Inhale, and then exhale, look down at your opposite hand. Inhale, exhale, look up. Inhale, exhale, look down. Bring both arms up to center and walk your leg back underneath you. Okay, good. Right. So we're going to do a couple back bends. And we're getting ready for our moon salutation. So send your arms back behind you, interlace your fingers. And you're going to send your knuckles down towards the mat, your heart toward the sky. And release that and come back up to a neutral spine. Now, before we stepped our right foot forward, and we did that by putting our hands on the mat, and you could do that again, or this time you might want to just step it forward, up to you. Up to you. Do not hesitate to use support that's available to you. All right, and we're going to do that again. Yoga mudra behind you, that's your interlaced fingers, that's yoga mudra. Inhale, and then exhale, come inside your right leg. Keep your hips square, don't let it jut out to the side, keep it square, keep them square. And then push into the mat with your right foot to help you back up. Release your arms and bring your knee back, and again, bring your hands to the mat if that works better for you. All right, ready? Left leg goes forward. Walk it away. Oh, wait. Yeah, no, that's good. That's good. Yeah. Interlace your fingers, yoga mudra. Send it down. Send your knuckles down. Inhale and then exhale. Come inside your leg like a devotional warrior. Bhakti Virabhadrasana. And then press your foot into the mat. Let your knuckles lead you back up. Release your hands. Use them on the mat if you prefer to bring your left leg back. Hands on the mat. Walk them away, forward of your shoulders. Send your hips forward, then to the right, then back towards your heels, to the left and forward, and keep making circles with your hips. And then the next time you're facing forward, pause and go the other way. And then the next time your hips are headed towards your heels, facing your heels, pause and let them journey all the way back to your heels. Relax your arms, bow your head. Come up onto your hands and knees. So we're in our table. table pose. So your wrists are under your shoulders, or you can step them a little farther away, forward of your shoulders. If your wrists give you problems, you know that you can also roll your mat and place your hands to lessen the angle of your wrist fold. Otherwise, wrists under shoulders, knees under hips, arms rotated outward. And begin your cats and dogs. On an inhale, send your spine curving towards the mat. On an exhale, arch it to the sky. Keep this going at your own pace. I recommend slow. Remembering that your exhale is when you're in your cat spine, your heart reaching for the ceiling. And inhale in your dog spine, your heart reaching between your arms. And keep it going. Next time you're in your cat spine, pause, and then come to a neutral spine. You might want to walk up to the top of your mat, depending on the length of your legs. Send your right leg back behind you, ball of your foot on the mat. Swivel your right foot on the mat, the sole of your foot flat on the mat, and fan open to the right. Your fingers, your right fingers reaching for the sky. Your leg that's reaching out behind you is straight and long. So you can stay right here, and you might wish to come to a knee down half moon pose. So you're going to send your shoulder over your wrist for more support, and lift your right leg, maybe just a little, maybe it's a few inches, maybe it goes up to your hip. Anywhere in between is fine. See if you can hold the balance. And then bring it down. Bring everything down. And let's go to the other side. Send your left leg back behind you. Swivel your whole legs, rotate your whole leg, swivel your foot, sole of your foot on the mat. Fan open with your left arm. Fingers reaching to the heavens. Inhale. And then exhale. If you're going to lift your leg, your shoulder comes over your wrist for the maximum support before you try lifting your leg. Maybe just a little, maybe a lot. But a lot means up to your hip, not more. Don't try to go more than that. And then bring your leg down, bring your hand down, bring your knee down, come to child's pose. You're going to come up to just sit on your heels for a moment, because what we want to do is reverse the fold of our wrists, and I'm going to show you how to do that. You want to come up, lift your hips and come up on your knees, And you're going to put the back of your hand on the mat, okay? Your fingers are pointing towards your knees. Now, this is very severe, right? So listen to me carefully. The closer your hands are to your knees, the less it will fold your wrists in the opposite direction. So what you're going to do now is start to send your hips. So bring your fingers close to your knees and start to send your hips back towards your heels. And then fold them in the opposite direction again. All right, that just gives us the ability to make sure with our musculature, we're going in both directions and not always like this, okay? All right. So I think it's time to come up to stand. And shake out your arms, your hands, shake everything out. Do a little hula, circle your hips, bend your knees, and then come to your mountain. Remember, the crown of your head is reaching for the heavens, your feet rooted in the earth. Send your shoulders forward, up, back, and down. Let your arms fall comfortably by your side. Bring your belly towards your spine to lift your your ribs up a little bit more. Okay, sun breath. Inhale, gather, exhale to your heart. Let's do this for the moon. Inhale and exhale. Right. Okay. So for our moon salutation, we're going to start with our legs far apart, as far as is comfortable for you. Toes pointing same direction as your nose. That means your knees go that way too. Think about your knees and your middle toe going the same direction. Arms in a V shape, 5-pointed star. You're going to come to one of those back bends like we did before, only with your arms right exactly as they are now, and hug the full moon behind you. Feel the power of that full moon. And then you're going to bring your hands together overhead, Anjali Mudra. You're going to interlace your fingers except for your index finger, your stylus, because you are a celestial being and you will draw the half moon. Inhale, exhale, reach with your hands. You bend your knees. Many of you will want to bend your knees, fingers to the mat. Pause, bend your knees, and retrace that moon. And as you come up, you can let your knees straighten. You're going to walk your feet together. Inhale, and then on an exhale, crescent moon. Whichever direction you prefer, but just remember which one you did first, because when we do this again, we'll start with the opposite side. Inhale to center, exhale, crescent moon. And then inhale back to center. Step your legs apart again, only this time your feet will be at 45-degree angles. You're going to bring your arms into a cactus shape. And you're going to bend your knees, maybe just a little, or maybe you'll come a little lower, or maybe you'll come way far down. That's up to you. right? Let your body decide for you. Do not push. Honor your body. So we're in goddess pose, as the moon represents our feminine power, our divine feminine. And we're going to do a little dance here. So bring your right arm in front of your belly, your left arm, let it frame your head. You're going to inhale, and on an exhale, go towards your right. Inhale to center with goddess arms. Exhale, opposite side, change your arms. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Come back to your goddess, bring your hands to your thighs, and you're going to swing your legs or step them. So if your legs are outside your mat, just step one on the mat and the other in front of you for warrior one legs. Right. So you have, make sure that your legs are in their own track. Yeah. Your back leg is at a slight angle. It's straight. And you're going to straighten your front leg as well. Send your arms back behind you. Remember, we did this on the mat, on your knees. Send your knuckles to the earth. Open up your heart. Stargazer. Look at all those amazing stars. You're going to inhale and then exhale, bend your knee, and let's come forward, just like we did when we were on our knees, to a quarter moon. This is the quarter moon. You're going to release your hands to the mat. Step your legs wide apart again to expose the new moon. Fold over, big fold. Wide-legged forward fold. Bend your knees. Bring your feet closer together. Fly your arms out and up and down the center line. Excellent. Okay. Right. Right, so here we go again. The other side. Step your legs wide apart. I'm going to assume, because you are looking at me, that your legs are off the mat or that you turned your mat around. All right, so we're all in the same direction. 5-pointed star, bend your knees, soften them. 5-pointed star. Inhale, exhale, hug the full moon. Feel it filling up your back, the curve in your back. Inhale your arms together. Engage your drawing instrument. Inhale, exhale, draw that half moon. Soften your knees. Inhale all the way back up to redraw the moon. Bring your arms to cactus. Bring your feet at a 45-degree angle for the goddess. We'll come back to a crescent after this, right? So this time our goddess wants to do a different dance. So bring your hands on your thighs and just make circles with your hips, a little goddess hula. And then the next time you're at the center, go the other way. All right. And come back to stillness, still in your goddess. You're going to point your toes forward, and you're going to step your feet to center. Bring your arms overhead. Point that index finger up to the sky. Inhale, remember which side you did the crescent moons the other time. This time we're going the opposite way. Inhale, exhale, crescent to the opposite side. Inhale to center. Exhale, crescent. Inhale, center. Release your arms. You're going to step into your warrior one leg. Step the opposite leg from what you did last time is forward. So I will go this way. Interlace your fingers. Straighten your front leg. Stargazer. Maybe you can see Polaris, the North Star. And bend your knee. Inhale, exhale, quarter moon. Release your hands to the mat. Step one leg and then the other to a wide-legged forward fold for the new moon. Bend your knees, walk your feet a little bit closer together as you fly out and up and down the center line. Step back onto your mat. All right. And just stand for a moment and breathe. Bring your thumbs toward your heart. Feel your heartbeat. Release your arms. Bring your chin to your chest. Begin to make your journey down. Bend your knees. Lower everything all the way down to the mat. Slowly. And when you get down, start seated with your legs out in front of you. Dandasana. And then walk your hands back behind you. Bring your forearms onto the mat. Slide them forward. Come all the way down onto the mat. Bring the soles of your feet to the mat. Lift your hips slightly. Send them toward your heels to lengthen your spine. Place your right ankle on your left thigh. Keep your right foot flexed. Bring your left leg into your chest. Reach behind your left thigh. Interlace your fingers and let that help you bring your leg in a little bit closer. Keep that right foot flexed. And try to send your right knee away from you so let your elbow help you here, pushing it away. And roll a little from side to side to massage your lower back. And then come back to center and straighten your right leg so your toes are pointing to the ceiling. And now rotate your foot on your ankle. This is for your ankle. Go in both directions and then point and flex, point and flex. And then bend your left knee, bring your foot to the mat, uncross your legs, and we'll do that on the other side. Left ankle on right thigh, flex left foot. Bring your right leg into your chest, take hold of your right thighs, interlace your fingers behind, keep that foot flexed. I have to remind myself. And send your elbow, you'll use your elbow to send your knees a little bit more away from your chest. So you're pulling your leg towards you with one leg, and you're using your elbow to send your knee away from you. I know, go figure. Right. Roll from side to side. Feel your lower back and your hips. Get a little massage here. And then come to center, extend your right leg to the sky. And then give your ankle that little workout, rotating in 2 directions, and then point and flex, point and flex, point and flex. Right. And then bend your knee, bring your foot to the mat, release your legs, uncross your legs, send one leg out long on the mat, the other leg for Shavasana, your arms alongside your body. And you stay down here. I'll be coming up to watch the time, but you can stay down on your mat in Shavasana. Feel your whole back body sinking in to the mat. Letting go of the past. Letting everything go. Om Namah Shivaya. I surrender to transformation and welcome the changes that will lead me to who I am. And that mantra, Om Namah Shivaya, the words are Om, the universal sound. Namah is honor or praise. Shivaya and Shiva, that's Shiva. And so it is a praise to Shiva, but Shiva, as I told you in the story earlier, our first yogi, but he is the god of destruction. He's the destroyer, but he destroys what is evil to make way for what is new and good. So he's the god of transformation from one period to the next, from darkness into light, from winter to spring, the god of transformation. Take a deep breath. Roll your head from side to side to begin to reawaken your body. Make gentle movements with your hands and your feet. Send your arms overhead, your feet away from you for a long, big, long body stretch. Then bring your knees into your chest and hug them and roll from side to side. And come back to center. And roll over onto your right side into a fetal position, exposing your powerful moon side, your Shakti, the divine feminine, which all of us have, regardless of gender. And when you're ready, make your way up to sit. Take your time. And I'd like to tell you, when you get there, I'd like to tell you, I assume you're staying for meditation. If not, namaste. Have a wonderful day. But if you are staying, get comfortable. Bring yourself into a chair if that's more comfortable for you. Let your hands come to your thighs. And I want to tell you a little story that will help us with this meditation. So it's about forgiveness and how important forgiveness is, especially as we are transitioning from one era to another, from healing, from hurting to healing. We need to forgive, let it all go, and not hold any grudges, not hold any resentment. So the story I wanted to tell you was about these two monks. They were walking along. One was a senior monk, the other was his student. And they were walking along this stream, and on their destination, they came upon this woman all dressed in her very finest silks. And she was all distraught because her helpers were not able to fix the cart that had broken. She had no way to get across the river to the other side, so she demanded that the monk carry her across. And the student was horrified by this, that, you know, but he did it. The monk put her on his shoulders and carried her across the river, placed her on the other side, and she just brushed him aside, went off. She was extremely rude to him. And he went back to join his student. His student was outraged by her behavior, but he waited for his senior, his teacher, to help him, his guru. And as they kept going on their journey, they walked miles and miles. And the monk never said anything to him. He just walked gingerly forward. And finally, the junior, the student, after several miles, he just stopped and he turned and he said, "It so bothered me. I can't understand how you could be so gracious. That woman was horrible to you. What?" And he said, "Why do not you feel her?" And he said, because I put her down on the other side of the river hours ago, and you're still carrying her on your shoulders. So all we do when we harbor resentment is to hurt ourselves. We carry this anger and resentment with us rather than letting it go. So as we come in to our quieter time now, close your eyes and follow your breath. Remember this story. There is an ancient mantra from ancient Hawaii. It's called Ho'oponopono. And it shows that if you forgive yourself, you let go of that grief, you will heal others around you as well. So you need to let go of everything that you're harboring. It could be something very, very small. It could be very large. It could be something that has been inside you for a long time. And say this to yourself. I'm sorry. Forgive me. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Allow yourself to think of everyone you may have hurt. You may have in some way, even unknowingly, and say these words to yourself. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Allow yourself to bring to mind all of those who have hurt you. For whom you may harbor resentment, and bring your forgiveness to them by bringing it inside. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Tell yourself again, I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Bring your awareness to everyone in the world, from your smallest community beyond people you don't even know. And keep them in mind as you say to yourself, please forgive me. I am sorry. Thank you. I love you. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Speak to yourself, I am sorry. Forgive me, please. Forgive me. Thank you. I love you. Bring your awareness to your heart center and feel your heart opening up and letting go. And breathe easily, comfortably. Just breathe. And bring your hands to your heart. Bow your head. One final time.